Well, only if
It's
it's
not bound
intended.
by the First Amendment of freedom of speech, Your Honor.
Well, my understanding of the statute is a little different in that, and I do note that Mr. Goins is present at this time. So, Mr. Goins, what I am going to do is I will take testimony from you. I'll allow Mr. Colby to respond or place testimony on the record if he desires, and then I can make my ruling on your appeal. So, Mr. Goins, would you please raise your right hand? Very good. All right, and Mr. Goins, you based your request for a PPO based on you describe it as cyber stalking. I take that that's a violation of Michigan cyber stalking statute. In that he posted messages about you as well as photographs of you that you believe are from your criminal case, discussion of the case, and caused you to fear for your life. Why don't you describe the dates and times of those messages you're talking about?
Um, also just criminal stalking as well.
I'm not here to evaluate criminal stalking. It is the same language under the statute.
Okay,
So,
long as we're on the same page, Your Honor.
Yeah, I understand what you're claiming.
So go back to January 29th, 2026. Petitioner followed me to the local library. When I came out of the library, he was there. We locked eyes in contact, so I can verify that it was him. And then later that night, he posted.
Let me just pause you. When you say he followed you, you mean in his vehicle or on foot?
Yes, Your Honor.
Which way? Walking, or was he in his car, or was he on his foot?
We were both. So I was leaving the library, and he was coming by the library, looking right there at us.
Walking or driving?
Driving, Your Honor.
Okay, so he was driving his vehicle and followed you and your girlfriend in the vehicle?
I don't have a girlfriend, Your Honor.
Okay, who else was in the vehicle with you?
It was a friend.
And who was that?
It was a tenant or a landlord of mine, Angela Taylor.
Okay, all right. So you and Miss Taylor, you're leaving the library, and he followed you. Who was driving the vehicle that you're in, Mr. Goins?
I was driving, sir.
You're driving. Okay. Oh. And I mean, I guess he's following you. How far does he follow you for?
Well, the thing is, Your Honor, it's regardless of the follow part, it's the fact that he posted it on social media stating that criminal sex offenders shouldn't be allowed to go to the library.
Okay.
So, I mean, again, he's putting it on there that, showing that he's even following me as well. He's come out to the home as well. And
did he say your specific name in this social media post, or did he just post his opinion that sex offenders shouldn't be allowed to the library?
Well, he's already put that out there, Your Honor, when he's posting my name and information already on social media. He's already put that information out there. So therefore, to be harassment doesn't need to put my name on there. Especially
the definition of harassment under the electronic statute is if he posts something that he knows is someone else is going to transmit to you because they saw it on social media now, or something that is, I mean, when you say he posts it, you mean he posts it on where? His Facebook page or something?
On social media, yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And when he posts that, is it in the form of a message that goes to you, or is it just a public post where he's just offering his opinion?
It's not Your Honor, it's not about opinion.
Well, that's what you're saying.
No, anything that he posts about me like that, regardless of whether it comes to me, is still harassment. Under the statutory, it's still harassment.
Well, if it's not aimed to you, don't you have to go to his Facebook page to even see it in the first place?
His friends are sending it to us. The people are sending it to us, harassing us as well. He's got people coming out here stalking us.
Well, who are those people?
Again, his friends.
Well, how do you know they're his friends, and how do you identify them as his friends?
So we got, what do you mean? How do I identify?
Well, I mean, do they,
Because they're
I mean,
commenting, because when they send them, they're commenting on his Facebook post in regards to it.
okay, so these are people online that comment on Mr. Colby's Facebook post, but I mean, are they forwarding it to you or
Yes,
send,
yes, Your Honor. Then they forward it to me as well.
and I mean,
People
when they
are
forward it,
commenting
do you
on
mean
there
that
going,
they like tag you on it? Is that how they do it?
I'm not really big into all that stuff. I just know that we get the messages. They're
When you say we, I mean, you mean,
I mean, they sent it to me and they sent it to Miss Taylor as well.
okay. And so you're saying though, in some of the cases, the messages from them appear on your Facebook account.
Correct.
And what do those messages say?
Exactly what I showed you, what he's posting.
I mean, he's
He's
forwarding
he,
your record and registration information as a sex offender.
so I get that that's not, he could post that picture, but then when he continues to keep harassing me about it and putting things on there that's not true. I got a criminal record in Texas. That's not true. I don't have a criminal record in Texas at all, period. Never been accused of such thing like that. Okay. That again, that's harassment.
Did you
What,
attach a copy of the post where he says criminal record in Texas?
what's that?
Did you attach a copy of the post where he says that you have a criminal record in Texas?
Um, I don't have it on. I don't have it here in front of me, Your Honor.
Did you attach it?
I want to say I did, but I'm not. I'm not 100% certain.
And I'm not pulling up the filing right now because I'm having a little bit of an issue with my online case filing here. But you think what he said in there to just
he,
what do you recall him saying?
he's posted it. He's posted on there that I'm a cousin raper. That I got a felony in Texas as well. He's posting about my fifth wheel, saying I stole a fifth wheel as well to people, which is not true. That was decided in Kent County and dismissed in Kent County. Again, he's posting things that's not true about me. That's inflammatory.
Well,
Or
and I
definitely,
mean, all these things, are they getting forwarded to you,
yes,
uh,
sir.
Mr.
Yes, sir.
Goins? Okay, so you're saying not only is he posting it on his page, which you would have to go and look for and access, but you're getting copies of what he's posting because people who you think are his friends are forwarding them on directly to you in order, make sure you see it, in other words.
Correct.
Who are the friends you're referring to?
At this time, I don't have their names.
How do you know that they are friends or doing it at the
Well,
direction of Mr. Colby and not just,
it,
other people out there that, just do it on their own choice?
again, Your Honor, any post that a person is posting on their own social media is still considered harassment.
Well, only if
It's
it's
not bound
intended.
by First Amendment freedom of speech, Your Honor.
Well, my understanding of the statute is a little different in that if it's going to be found to be harassing, but doesn't necessarily mention you by name in there. Now, do they mention you
But
by name?
he's established that. He's established that. He's established many times of who he's speaking about. He's
And then I guess the second piece
my
of it is,
my address. He's posted the stuff for 2.5 years. He's even posted it on post out on in Sand Lake, Cedar Springs. He's posted my information throughout town. He's been talking about how I worked at stuff. So he's already given that information that he doesn't have to continue to keep saying it. And that's under the 750.411H. And there's case law based on that.
right. Well, and my read of that statute is that the where it becomes a message that is something that can be actionable under the statute is and it can be. I'm not saying that a post out there just on your own Facebook page can't be. Obviously, you can post threats, directed and say I'm going to go kill so and so on such and so a date, and that's improper. And arguably you're posting that so that the other person can become aware of it. And that's really the key piece of it in my mind is when Mr. Colby posts it, but if he doesn't himself, message it directly to you, then, he has to know that someone else is going to message it directly to you. So he's trying to work around, in other words, the statutory language, because my view of a post in general is, well, Facebook is out there. We have our own personal Facebook pages. We post stuff on it, but it's anyone else's choice whether or not they look at that. In other words, you don't have to go look at Mr. Colby's page, or anyone else's page for that matter. No one has to be on Facebook. When it becomes intrusive is, when people forward on or send messages intentionally aimed at an individual. And you're saying that's happening here, not so much directly from Mr. Colby, but through his friends.
I mean, when I get it and I go and I do check it and verify it and it's there, yeah.
Well, you mean when you go check and verify it, you mean you go verify it on his Facebook page?
Absolutely.
So yes, that's where it originated. Okay.
Still posting it.
Yeah, I think I understand. Right. Well, he's posting it, but again,
it's illegal and it's harassment towards me.
Well, I'm not certain that I agree with you on all those counts, but
the definition of stalking is a pattern of two or more separate non-continuous acts that show a continuously purpose intended to cause or actually causing a reasonable person to feel terrified, threatened, or harassed, or intimidated.
I agree with you
Social media post where respondent has posted comments about how many packages I'm getting at my doorstep by Amazon, all that stuff.
And you share the house with Miss Taylor?
Absolutely. I rent from her.
Okay. Well, I do know that,
I rent.
Yeah. I mean, some of that stuff is directed at her as well. How do you determine what's going to you and what's going to Miss Taylor?
It doesn't matter. It's still coming from him, Your Honor. So
when it is, but if it's aimed at Miss Taylor, then.
But again,
I mean, I get it. And you're saying, well, I'm living at the same house. If he's threatening the house, I live there, it doesn't really matter which one of us. So I think I understand what you're.
It's harassment. Right.
All right. Well, I think I understand your argument. I'm not sure I agree with you 100%, but let me hear from Mr. Colby. Let me take some testimony. Mr. Colby, if you would unmute, and I'm going to swear you in. Very good. All right. Thank you, Mr. Colby. Would you raise your right hand?
I can't see you, Your Honor. I'm sorry. Hold on a second. There we are.
Very good.
Yes.
And Mr. Colby, you understand what Mr. Goins is saying here is that you're posting messages that are either aimed directly at him or that you intend to have someone else forward onto him and thereby constitute electronic harassment under the cyber stalking statute. What's your response?
Well, first of all, none of that's actually happening at all. And for two, he just admitted that he says he has a Facebook account, which sex offenders are not allowed to be on Facebook.
Again,
I mean, I don't know I know
it's the rule of Facebook, Your Honor, for one. And for three, he says he rents from his friend, Angela Taylor. That is his 100% girlfriend. And the house that he's in, I own with Angela. And we are in the midst of a court battle in Montcalm County Court. And I do not have a rental agreement with this man at all, which Michigan law says both people on the deed, which I am on the deed and the mortgage of that house.
Well, I'm going to tell you, I can't get in the middle of that thing because that's a part and parcel of divorce proceedings that are ongoing up there. The property aspect of it is.
Yeah, but Your Honor, I do not stalk him, and he thinks it's his house, and they just trying to keep this whole thing going that they're tenants, but they're not, because his son also lives there, and him and her tell each other they love each other, and they sleep in the same bed together. I caught them in bed, and the fifth wheel camper he's talking about was stolen and still is considered stolen through the state of Michigan. He's never had a title to it, and it was on my property when it disappeared when I found out it was stolen.
Yeah, I got it. And I do remember some of the posts were about the fifth wheel, etc. I guess what I'm more concerned about
as far as me stalking him at the library, Your Honor, I don't stalk anybody. I've never chased him around. This man assaulted me and beat me so bad I had to have a 5-hour facial reconstruction surgery, Your Honor.
Was there a criminal case that stemmed out of that?
Yes, there was. And for some reason, the charges got dropped, but the prosecuting attorney in Macomb County got fired over a bunch of stuff for not doing his job.
Okay. How long
He's
ago?
assaulted me 2 times, actually, Your Honor. I can show you pictures if you'd like to see them.
No, I don't have to, but how long ago did it occur?
That was in late 2023 when he supposedly signed a rental agreement, which I am not on. And like I said, he lives in my house without my permission.
Got it. Okay. Well,
and he
I can't really weigh in on the property issue there. I guess what about your posts? And let's just take it within the last 6 months, because that's really
my posts are just general posts, for one, about anything.
Go ahead.
I don't post any names about anybody, but they're general posts, because what this man has done to me and my family and destroyed our lives, and it's cost me over $100,000 in attorney fees right now. But I don't want anything to do with him. Your Honor, he was in prison for 8 years for molesting both of his 12 and 14-year-old daughters. And you think he's afraid of me? He outweighs me by 75 pounds and has already put me in the hospital 2 times.
No, I get it. And I don't think it's a case here where he is saying, I mean, he has
There's
said
no
he's
reason
for his life, etc. But really what I think it's more about is this idea of electronic harassment and messaging.
He's coming up with stories, Your Honor, just to try to keep a PPO against me, so I'm not allowed at my house anymore. They've already moved all of my stuff off the property, which there's a case going on about that too.
Sure,
there's going to be more lawsuits with
him
and his girlfriend Angela coming after the house is settled too.
And I know you don't communicate with Angela, because I think I've granted her, at least in the past, a PPO.
Yeah, which is all a bunch of lies, and I proved them all wrong.
I'm not going to delve too far into that, because I think we're still in the midst of a hearing on it. But have you posted his registration info on the internet before?
Absolutely, because he lives in my house without my permission.
Okay, so what you've done is you've cut and pasted, what I could find if I went onto the source site, his information and charges, and reposted those?
I only do it 1 time a year, Your Honor, because he lives in my house. I don't do it all the time. Okay. People in the neighborhood need to be warned that a violent child molester lives in the neighborhood.
Well, don't disagree that people ought to be warned.
Especially living in my house.
You're saying you feel like, well, you're still a homeowner there because that is in your name and falls under your duty. So if I give you a pass on that one, what about the idea of, adding information to that, saying, for example, he's a raper of his cousins or daughters, or, more information is in the public post. What about that stuff?
I didn't post any of that stuff, so I don't know what he's talking about.
Okay, so that I wouldn't find that in the post.
I have been in contact with a cousin in Texas that he stole the camper from, and yes, he did. He sent his sister down there to beat her up.
Okay. Well, what about and I mean, he mentioned this criminal record, but you haven't said he has a criminal record in Texas.
I said he was wanted in Texas.
Wanted in Texas.
On the questioning of the rape of his cousin.
Okay. Now, and I mean, is that public information? Is there a charge?
I believe so. I believe so. I've talked to his cousin. I think she filed charges. So,
and
I don't know. That was a couple years ago. So,
did you post it, Mr. Colby?
Not that I remember.
Okay, so that I wouldn't find that on your posts, anyways, that I'm getting from here, and I can't look at those right now from Mr. Goins as to exactly
right, because they don't exist, Your Honor.
Okay, and I guess my last question for you at this time, Mr. Colby, is: are you is someone one of your friends? Do you post stuff on there and then say you have them that you're aware of? They send it directly to him to kind of make sure he gets it in his inbox or something of that nature?
Absolutely not, Your Honor. I don't talk to people. I go to work every day at a respectable place and I come home. I don't really have any friends anymore because of the situation him and Angela have put me in right now. And I take care of my kids. He's the main reason why his girlfriend lost 100% custody of her son. Because he's not allowed to be around kids, and she would rather have a child molester in her house than her own child.
Well, I can say, I don't know exactly how those decisions get made, but it's not the first time. So, and really none of that's here. I guess the key is that, these messages of yours don't cross into that world of, cyber stalking or cyber
Absolutely not,
harassment.
Your Honor. He's just looking for a way to put a PPO out on me to keep disrupting my life and causing harm to me and my kids.
All right. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to deny the appeal at this time. I've heard testimony from both sides. The fundamental facts here are that Mr. Colby acknowledges he's reposted information from the SORA registry, however, has not, posted additional or supplemental information. And Mr. Goins, I know you dispute that, and unfortunately, I'm not able to look at those right now. I'm going to go back and revisit those postings. I will caution you, Mr. Colby, that, it may, I don't know if there are cases out there on reposting, of course, the SORA registry is public information, as are all convictions in the state of Michigan, and particularly the SORA registry is there specifically so that people, neighbors, people that live in adjacent areas can have a fair warning, and that someone who has this conviction in their background is in their neighborhood. And of course, it also has all the other requirements that it placed on Mr. Goins. However, I will note that it isn't, a license to have someone like Mr. Goins just be kind of the public punching bag out there where people can just post whatever they want about him on the internet. I think there is probably a fair question as to whether or not you can repost, on a more public forum, because undoubtedly Facebook is, more public, just kind of more generally accessed, less regulated than the SORA forum is, or the SORA listings are. And I guess most important to me, allow all that additional commenting or adding information or, whatever it might be in terms of that. So I'm going to deny it for the time being, with a cautionary note that.
Your Honor, may I speak real quick, please?
Yeah, go ahead, Mr. Goins.
So he says that I can't, or that I attacked him the first time back in 2023.
Well, I don't want to go over that. That's old history.
But Your Honor, well, hold on a minute. He brought it up. I at least want to put it on the record. He came here to my residence. Okay,
it's my house.
Yeah, but none of it's going to be. You're not. Yeah, Mr. Goins, I don't think you're asking for a protective order because you're afraid that Mr. Colby's going to walk over to your house and beat you to a pulp. I think it's more you're worried about him doing stuff online that harasses you. So I'm just trying to cut to the chase of what the case is about here. And that's what the basis for this thing is, I would add to that, I am also cautious, in driving cases where people are following others in cars and things like that. Well, of course, the roadways and stuff, library parking lots and libraries themselves are public areas.
Your Honor.
I get it. When you're out there,
I was headed home from work, Your Honor. I seen him I don't even remember seeing him. So okay, I drive through Cedar Springs.
I will note that, the one thing I am cautious about is, I get these frequently, where so-and-so is, revving up behind me or, going into stuff that might be looking like road rage or threatening people with a vehicle. And of course, that would be very dangerous, not only for the two of you, but for anyone else who got caught between the two of you accidentally. So I would just be cautionary if you do encounter each other in public, just go about your business, go the other way, because, it can escalate to a dangerous situation where there's bad blood, and there's no doubt there's bad blood here. And until this all gets sorted out up in civil court up in Montcalm County, I'm sure there's probably going to continue to be bad blood. But I don't think this warrants a protective order at this time.
I'm going to fill the case, Your Honor.
You're welcome to, Mr. Goins, and that would be directly to the Michigan Court of Appeals, my reviewers.
I'm going to definitely do that.
Very good. Good luck to you, sir.
Yep, absolutely.
And we are concluded.
This case highlights the complexities of online harassment and the fine line between freedom of speech and protecting individual privacy. Mr. Goins' claim was based on the notion that the posts about him and his past were not just personal opinions, but deliberate attempts at harassment. The key issue was whether Mr. Colby's posts were directly aimed at Mr. Goins or if they were simply public opinions. The judge's ruling was based on the idea that while public posts can be seen by anyone, sending those posts directly to someone or encouraging others to do so could constitute harassment. This case serves as an important reminder of the legal implications of online behavior, especially when personal information is involved. Despite the ruling, the door is open for Mr. Goins to appeal, suggesting that the legal system is still grappling with how to deal with cyberstalking and privacy violations in the digital age.